Dear students, today we will learn the solubility and solubility product. And solubility product is denoted by KSP, and A stand for the solubility, P stand for the product, and solubility is denoted at the ES. Okay, before studying the KSP, we have to know the what is meaning of solubility and sparingly soluble salt. Okay, the solubility is a concentration of ions in a saturated solution is nothing but our solubility. And the sparingly soluble salt, the salts which have very little solubility in a solvent. Okay, mostly we will use the water solvent. Okay, therefore this sparingly soluble salt has the very little solubility in water or the solvent. For example, some example of the sparingly soluble salt are AgBr, AgCl, then Hg2Cl2, then PbSO4. Okay, these are the some salt which are acts as a sparingly soluble salt, which solubility in solvent is very less. Okay, suppose for the solubility, if suppose we have 1 liter of water and you are adding, suppose any salt. Okay, so if we use the sparingly soluble salt, its solubility is very less. Okay, AgCl solubility in water is very low. Okay, this substance, the solubility is low, that is called as the sparingly soluble salt. When you add AgCl in this solvent, then at the starting they get dissolved. Okay, at the starting they will dissolve, and as you added more and more so AgCl2, then at a certain point AgCl is not dissolved. Okay, further addition of AgCl will not dissolve and will not produce the ions. That point is the nothing but the saturation point. Through this point, no further addition of AgCl, no give the Ag plus ion and the Cl minus ion. That is the saturation point. Okay, at this saturation point, okay, when you add the AgCl at the saturation point, there is the ions all are the soluble. Okay, at that saturation point, and therefore the concentration of the salt, okay, all is the soluble, the concentration of that salt is nothing but the solubility. Therefore we have defined at the solubility is the concentration of ions in a saturated solution. Okay, therefore you added the salt, so sparingly soluble salt at a particular point. Through that point, further addition of AgCl will not give the ions or will not dissolve the AgCl. That point is saturated point, and the number of salt or the concentration of these ions or the salt at the saturated point is nothing but the solubility. Okay, now we will discuss and find out the solubility product, and which is denoted by KSP. Okay, suppose we have a salt that is sparingly soluble salt, that AgCl. Okay, that is saturated. This we will study the KSP at the saturated solution. Okay, therefore AgCl at the saturation, it gives the Ag plus Cl and Cl minus ion. Okay, AgCl when you add the water, okay, at a particular point the saturation is obtained. Okay, saturation obtained. Okay, at that saturation there is a some AgCl and Ag plus ions and Cl minus ions, there is a equilibrium is exist. Okay, dynamic equilibrium is exist. At that point, some ions will recombine give the AgCl. Okay, that number of 10 is recombined give the AgCl solid. Then again AgCl 10 decomposes or ionizes into Ag plus and Cl minus. Okay, same number of recombination gives the same number of ions. Okay, such process, such equilibrium is maintained when at the saturation of the sparingly soluble salt. Okay, therefore solid is converted to ions and ions is converted into solids. Okay, at that point saturation, then there is a continuous equilibrium will be takes place. Okay, therefore at the saturation point, by applying law of equilibrium, and equilibrium constant can be given as K. Therefore K is equal to the concentration of the right hand side ions, concentration of our salt. Okay, the salt is, we have taken the solid, and we know that this substance is the sparingly soluble substance, and therefore the quantity of AgCl is not much affected, it not gives the much at the through the saturation point, not gives the number of ions at the saturation point, it stops the giving the ions. Okay, therefore that quantity is a solid one, and it's sparingly soluble and not gives the more ions. Therefore that quantity is considered as a constant. Therefore K in the quantity we can transfer, that is a constant, is equal to Ag plus concentration and Cl minus concentration. Therefore K into another constant is equal to concentration of Ag plus and the Cl minus is that this is the new constant, that is a Ksp is given as the concentration of Ag plus and the concentration of Cl minus. Okay, this is nothing but the solubility product of a salt. We have another example, that is Hg2Cl2. It dissociate or gives the ions at the equilibrium, that is the saturation, that at the point of saturation is give the twice Ag plus ions and twice Cl2 minus ions. Okay, therefore by applying the solubility product law, okay, then it is given as the Ag plus raised to 2 and Cl minus raised to 2. Okay, that is number of ions is produced. When you take the HgCl 1 mole, that 1 mole HgCl2 produces 2 Ag plus and the 2 Cl minus ions. Okay, therefore this is the power, Hg plus ions power to the raised to 2, Cl minus power to the raised to 2. Okay, these 2 will become from this, okay, number of ions produced from the 1 mole. Okay, therefore Ksp we can define as it is a product of ions raised to a power. Okay, that power is nothing but the number of ions given at equilibrium, number of ions given at equilibrium equation when 1 mole of salt, okay, so 1 molecule or 1 mole of salt dissolve. Okay, 1 molecule salt dissolve, it gives, when 1 molecule of HgCl2 is dissolved, it gives the 2 H plus ions and the 2 Cl2 minus ion. Okay, this 2 is the, we have using the power to the constant Hg plus 2 power to the 2, Cl minus power to the 2. This 2 power is the number of, means the number of ions produced from the 1 molecule of the salt. Okay, therefore number of ions, it is a product of ions raised to appropriate power, and that power is nothing but the number of ions produced at a equilibrium equation when one molecule ionized. Okay, this is nothing but a definition of KSP. Okay, therefore if we have the common example, okay, general example, AX and the BY is there, AX and the BY dissociate, it gives XA quantity raised to minus Y and the YB quantity raised to X minus. Okay, this is the gives the, it's a concentrate dissociate like that, or gives the ions like that. Okay, therefore its KSP, by using the law we can given as the concentration of A, that is its charge on A raised to X, and B charge minus X minus charge raised to Y. Okay, this X is nothing but the number of ions produced, Y is the number of B ions produced when 1 mole of AX and the BY when we used and dissolved in solvent. Okay, therefore we have defined it is a product of ions raised to a power. The power is nothing but the number of ions is produced at the equilibrium equation when one molecule is dissolved. Okay, when one mole is dissolved, how many moles of the ions is produced, or number of moles is how many moles is the produces, can be also be taken as the X and the Y, or when you consider one molecule, then one molecule to the X ions of A and the Y ions of B. Okay, this is the general equation we have find out. Okay, for the solubility for YB, okay, solubility for YB, X minus is given as YS. Okay, that solubility, S is the solubility and that Y you have to multiply it with, that is the solubility. For the XA raised to Y minus, okay, this is the Y, it is a plus. Okay, correct that is a plus, one sign is a plus and one is the minus. Okay, therefore Y plus and the X minus, therefore that is a Y plus is equal to X into its solubility. Solubility of XA is the number of moles into, or number of ions into, that is the solubility. Total solubility is given as the X into S. Okay, now we have some examples, some types of the salts, and we have to find out its solubility product value, KSP value. Suppose we have the A type, that is AB type of salt is there. Okay, like that salt is the AgCl is there, AgBr salt is there. Okay, that is AB gives the A plus and the B minus. Okay, therefore by applying the solubility product law, the equation law, okay, that is the solubility product. We have studied how the solubility is the find out. Okay, for this we can give the KSP is equal to the concentration of A plus and the concentration of B minus. Okay, therefore number of ions produces 1 A plus produces the, and the 1 B minus is produces. Therefore solubility of 1 A plus is given as, that is 1 into S is nothing but the S, 1 B minus is nothing but the 1S, that is the S. Okay, that 1 into S solubility for the cation and the anion. Therefore by putting the solubility A plus is the S, solubility B minus is the S, therefore S square is equal to KSP. Therefore by taking the square root of S, therefore solubility is given by the under root of KSP. Okay, like for the like that salt, the solubility is given by the under root of the solubility product. Okay, now we have another example, AB to types of example. AB2, it gives the ions 1 AB A plus and 2 B minus. Okay, 2 minus charge is 2, therefore A plus plus is there. Okay, therefore by applying solubility product law equation, we will obtain the KSP is nothing but the concentration of this term 1 A plus plus raised to, okay, that is 1, that we raised to 1 into B minus raised to 2. This is our KSP. Okay, their solubility for A plus plus ions will be given as A plus plus, there is 1 is there, therefore 1s, therefore S, therefore it is having the 2. Okay, in this case it is having 2, therefore it is a 2s. Okay, solubility for B minus ion will be 2 plus. By putting this solubility of A plus plus, solubility of A plus plus is the S and B minus 2 is the 2s square. Okay, therefore S, it is a 4 into S square, therefore 4s cube KSP is equal to S cube is equal to KSP upon 4. Okay, this will be moved towards this side, KSP upon 4, and the cube root of S is equal to S, and the cube root of this is equal to KSP upon 4 and its cube root. Okay, this is the second type of the salt, like FeOH twice, we can use AB2 twice. Okay, like that salt is there, and its solubility can be given as the cube root of the KSP upon 4, that is equal to solubility. Okay, now we have another type of the salt, AB thrice, therefore APCl3 thrice is like that salt. Okay, APCl3 example. Okay, for like this shall be AB3 is our example, and it gives the ions A plus plus and 3B minus. Okay, that is the ions will be produced from the AB3. Therefore, by applying solubility product equation law, we will obtain the KSP is equal to nothing but the concentration of A plus plus and the concentration of B minus raised to 3. Therefore, solubility for A plus 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 is given as, okay, therefore 1 is there, therefore solubility is equal to 1s. 3 is there, therefore solubility for B minus is equal to 3s. Okay, therefore 3 is there, therefore solubility for this B minus is the 3s. Therefore, by putting the values for A plus plus, there is a S, for B raised to there is 3 raised to 3s raised to 3. Therefore, S as it is 3, then 27, S is S raised to 3. Therefore, S raised to 4 into 27, that is KSP. S raised to 4 is equal to KSP upon 27. Then by 4th root of the S4 is equal to S raised to 4 is equal to S, and the 4 KSP, 4 root of KSP upon 27 will give the solubility for the salt type AB3. Okay, now we have the some other example is the A2 B2 type of salt. Okay, A2 and B2, that is Hg2 Cl2 type salt. Okay, it dissociate like that. A2 B2 will dissociate A plus 2A plus and 2B minus. Okay, then by applying the law of KSP, that is the equation will be KSP, the concentration of A plus raised to 2 and the concentration of B minus raised to 2. Okay, that is the KSP. Okay, therefore the concentration of the A plus will be, there is a 2, therefore A plus concentration is the 2s. For B minus, the solubility is the 2s. Okay, that is A plus solubility for the concentration of A plus and the concentration of B minus is equal to 2s and the 2s, one and the same. By putting the solubilities 2s into 2s we will obtain the 4a square. Therefore 4a square is equal to KSP. S square is equal to KSP upon 4, and the square root S is equal to KSP upon 4. Okay, this is the for the for this is also square, this is also square, therefore it is 4a square, it is also 4a square. Okay, you can check this. 4a square into 4 into 4, 16 raised to 4. Therefore 16 it raised to 4, and the 16 is go to there and 16 is go to there. Therefore KSP upon 16. Yes, that is the fourth root of. Okay, yes is a yes 4. So yes raised to 4 is the, if you convert it to yes, that is the fourth root of yes is equal to yes, and fourth root of KSP upon 16. When you use the, you have the A2 and the B2 type of salt is there. Okay, like that way we have number of salt is there, and we can find out its solubility, the value of solubility. Okay, now we will see the usage of the KSP. Okay, if suppose we have, first use is to find out the solubility. KSP use first is the solubility. Suppose we have the salt AgCl, it dissociate like the Ag plus and Cl minus, that is saturated. Okay, for the KSP it is AgCl should be at the saturated condition. Therefore KSP for this will be given as the concentration of Ag plus and concentration of Cl minus. Okay, therefore solubility of Ag plus is, that is 1 is there, therefore yes is solubility for 1 is there, therefore solubility of Cl minus is equal to yes. Therefore by putting Ag plus is the yes into Cl minus is equal to yes, therefore yes square KSP. Therefore yes solubility for this is the square root of the KSP. But therefore by knowing the value of solubility product, we can find out the solubility of this Ag plus Cl salt. Okay, therefore first use of KSP, that is solubility product, is to find out the solubility of any salt which is the sparingly soluble or less soluble. Okay, now the second use is of solubility product is they find out whether there is precipitation, when the precipitation takes place. That is the second use of the solubility product. Okay, we use for the prediction of whether there is a precipitation takes place or not, we have to know the what is meaning of ionic product and the solubility product. Okay, ionic product is also the product of the ions, and the solubility product is also the product of the ions. Okay, that quantities are the basically same, but the solubility product you only found at the saturation solution, but ionic product we can be anywhere found. It can found at the saturated solution or unsaturated solution. Okay, saturated solution or unsaturated solution. Okay, both types we can find out the ionic product, but solubility product only find out at the when the solution is the saturated solution. Okay, if suppose we have a salt, AB salt is there, you added the salt and it get dissolved. Okay, at the starting it get dissolved, then the concentration of its ions, okay, concentration of minus ions and the concentration of plus ions is nothing but the ionic product. Okay, that is the ionic product. As soon as you added at a particular level, your salt is further addition of salt not dissolve the salt, therefore that point is the saturated point. That point is called as the saturated point. A further addition of this, you will not solubility of AB takes place. No separation of ions takes place. Only solid substance is happening. That is saturated. At that saturated, solution, we can find out the KSP is equal to nothing but the solubility product is nothing but the ionic product. Okay, and you added, if you added more and more solvent, then ionic product is increases. Okay, ionic product is increases. Okay, ionic product we can measure at any situation, that is saturated solution also and the unsaturated solution, but solubility product we have to measure only at the saturated points. Okay, at the saturated points KSP is equal to ionic product. Okay, KSP is not is equal to at the when you add the salt, totally it gets the dissolve unsaturated solution. Okay, that is unsaturated solution, there is ionic product is higher than the your that is sorry, ionic product is at this time you consider it as a ionic product at the start, and KSP is considered only at the saturated point. Okay, therefore when ionic product is higher than the KSP, okay, at the first point ionic product was the more than the KSP, and at the saturation ionic product is equal to KSP. Okay, and when you add the more and more your precipitate, that is the solid is obtained, means the precipitate is obtained, therefore ionic product is more than the KSP solubility product, then the precipitate is obtained. Okay, three situation we have. At the starting your salt get dissolved, at this time ionic product is more than the KSP. When at the saturation the KSP is nothing is equal to the ionic product, when ionic product is equal to KSP, this situation is the saturated point. And when you add again and again more salt, then again addition of the more salt, the salt is appear, that is precipitate is obtained. Okay, salt is appear means their precipitation is obtained, therefore ionic product is more than the solubility product, then there is a precipitation occurs. That is the second use for the solubility product. Okay, now to find out the precipitation of insoluble salts. Okay, suppose you have to find out the chlorides, bromides and the iodides, then for the find out or estimation of these salts, you have to add the AgNO3 to the solution, and AgNO3 give the precipitation AgI, then AgBr and the AgCl. Okay, therefore which precipitate occur at the start, the precipitate occur which is having less KSP. Okay, solubility product is less, it appear first, and solubility, okay, therefore solubility of product AgI is the very low than the AgBr, and AgBr solubility product is less than the AgCl. Therefore when you add and estimate the iodine, bromine and the chlorine from a sample, we add the AgNO3, it gives the PPT, and the first PPT appear is the AgI because its solubility product is less. Okay, for this then this and then this. Okay, solubility product of AgCl is the more, therefore it appears the at the last. As the solubility product is increases, then precipitation tendency get decreases. Okay, less solubility product, it's easily precipitate easy. Okay, like that way we can find out the which salt appear first or which insoluble salt appear first, which gives the PPT first by using this relation, that is the V solubility product which is having less it appears first. Okay, when in the sample there is chlorine bromine iodide, then AgI first appear, gives the first PPT, then you give the AgBr PPT, and then you will obtain the AgCl PPT. Okay, like that way, that is the our third use of the KSB. Okay, first use of KSB was to find out solubility. Second use was the whether when the PPT is obtained, and third we have seen the which insoluble salt give the first PPT when we estimate them. Okay, now to purify the NaCl, okay, common salt, for purify the NaCl, we can also use the solubility product. Okay, in NaCl there is some solid impurity is present, okay, at the start. Okay, therefore you have to make the saturated solution of, okay, we know that how many gram we can take for 1 liter of NaCl. Okay, for we have known that particular concentration and that particular gram. You use the NaCl particular gram and you added a particular liter solution, that is a saturated solution you obtain. After the saturated solution, that NaCl is the total dissolved, and that remaining part, okay, that is impurity will be remain there. Okay, that remaining part will be the impurity because we have made the saturated solution. Okay, therefore by that saturated solution means that at that solution NaCl will be totally dissolved. Only remaining part was the impurity, and impurity is there, then the our NaCl we can, by easily filtration we can remove the NaCl. Okay, now our another use, we can use the inorganic qualitative analysis. Okay, find out the first group, second group, third group, fourth group, there is precipitation is occur. Okay, that occurring of precipitation on the basis of the KSB solubility product. Okay, like that way KSB, the number of uses of the KSB is there. We have seen few of them. I hope that all the points you get, and thank you very much.